Hi guys, hope you're all well. Ink Fitness Guy, fit at 40, push yourself to success. So it's Saturday the 13th of March today. I'm doing my third push-up workout. I'm going to be doing 400 repetitions again, but I'm going to be doing sets of 20 this time, just to see how my body copes doing them extra repetitions per set. Obviously I'm going to get the total number of reps done quicker, but it might impact my body obviously more by doing more repetitions per set, as I say. So be interested to see how that goes. Quick update from my last workout, felt fine again the day after. I think you'll know yourself when you're training, when you get to a certain point of doing something, you kind of don't, you don't ache unless you kind of go a lot further beyond than what your kind of body's used to. Your body kind of gets used to certain things, and if you do something new, the first couple of times you'll be really aching from it, but after a few months of training, your body will get used to it, and you'll find you don't really ache. Your muscles will remember what you're doing, and it just becomes a sort of routine thing for your body every day. So yeah, that's great. So I got my pen and paper again. I'll be marking down my sets. So get cracked in with my first set now. 20 to start with. I will be putting up a video in the next day, hopefully tomorrow actually, talking about something a little bit different, maybe showing you a different kind of workout, what I do. I know it's kind of boring, just kind of watching me doing press-ups and pull-ups, but it's not about that, it's not about, I don't want you to enjoy watching me in particular doing anything. I'm not showing you me, I'm showing you what I'm doing, showing you what can be achieved through work ethic, through determination, through focus. There's so many things you can take from it. It's not just watching me doing exercises. You can take things from what I'm doing and put them into your lives and help you and maybe change your mindset and give you a positive thing. I mean, obviously with the lockdown being how it's been, and a lot of people, I mean, the gym thing, the last few years, probably 7-8 years, has kicked off tremendously. And there's that many people now go to gyms, go to classes, train with people sort of week in, week out. And obviously with the lockdown and the gyms closing, it's affected a lot of people's lives, and some people have kind of struggled, without being able to go to the classes and training with friends and seeing friends and socialising with people. It's been a kind of massive struggle for a lot of people, and it's why I think it's important to also, train alone sometimes. Get used to just being comfortable in your own surroundings and your own presence, and having that kind of discipline to make yourself work out on your own. It's a great thing to have, and I think, as I say, with the lockdown, it's made some people realise that maybe they need to try and start doing that, and kind of being able to get themselves motivated rather than having to go to a class and sort of be motivated by others. for me, it hasn't really bothered me, to be honest. I'm more than happy to train alone. I am, I've trained alone for probably, I don't know, probably sort of 11 years out of the 17 years I've trained alone. So it doesn't bother me at all. I could quite happily train on my own for the rest of my life. I don't need to be around people to give me that push. I'll do that myself, and I think that's a lot of discipline, obviously, and kind of focus. And like I say, from watching me doing these push-ups, it kind of, it might help you in some of them ways. I kind of spoke to a friend yesterday who, I obviously saw her, and she was kind of explaining to me that since the lockdown, she's kind of put on about 3 stone, and I didn't realise that at all from looking at her. I couldn't tell at all, to be honest, but yeah, she told me that, and she kind of goes to yoga classes and hip classes, and as I said, obviously they've been closed, so she just said basically she's kind of struggled to find motivation. She's kind of got out of a routine of obviously going to them classes, and instead of kind of doing things on her own at home, she's kind of slipped out of that exercise routine and not been doing it. And she kind of said she's been watching me progress on YouTube, and it's kind of spurred her on, and she started training again. So that was really nice for me to hear. That's really made me day, and I really appreciated that I've actually helped somebody there, and that was really nice for me to hear. So thanks very much for that. It was great. I mean, obviously, as you say, with the lockdown, I've kind of had to change my routine myself, because before the lockdown I was kind of sort of training three days a week at my Thai boxing. I was doing kind of I tried to do sort of 2 or 3 weight sessions a week at home. So I was kind of doing 6 days a week, three sort of cardio based, and 3 kind of weight training sessions. But obviously I haven't been able to go there for a while, so I kind of drifted back more into my weights, and I was doing cardio at home. And obviously over the last couple of months I've been kind of trying to slim down, to be honest. My goal for this year actually was to slim down and get a 6-pack, but that completely changed overnight, really. And my goals, I wasn't planning this channel. It was something I didn't even kind of think about. I just woke up one day and thought, why not? So my goals have totally changed now, obviously, for the year ahead. So yeah, I mean, you've got to be able to kind of adapt your training as well. Obviously, this lockdown being a prime example of that, really. When I kind of started training, I kind of got into mindset of if I could kind of train in an 8 foot by 8 foot room with a set of weights and get an amazing workout from just that, then I could do it anywhere really, you know. So I kind of obviously use my free weights, did my body weight exercises and things. As I say, very limited amount of equipment, and that kind of got me into that, you know, into that zone where I could say I don't need anything really to train. If I had no weights, I could obviously use my body. So, you know, try and kind of incorporate that into your own routines of exercise if you aren't doing that at the moment. And then, you know, if this lockdown thing happens again, you're going to be in a better place. And with your exercises, you won't be kind of relying on anything. You know, you can sort of do it anywhere and of your own accord then. I mean, obviously over the years I've kind of changed my training a lot. I do use a multi-gym now. I like using them just because of the different way it kind of works for muscles, and it's nice to change things around a bit as well. But you know, the push-ups for me were the fundamental kind of starting point with everything, and something I've always done. And you know, as I say, you're able to do them anywhere. So and you can get a full body workout. You know, you can do your crunches, you can do your squats. There's so many different things you can do to get a whole body workout without any equipment. So, you know, try and incorporate a few different exercises into your workouts. It's kind of interesting for me to see time wise, obviously what's quicker. If I kind of do sets of 10 with a little bit shorter break possibly, or sets of 20 with a little bit longer break in between. I'm not kind of sure how it's going to work, but obviously I'm keeping a note of that, so I kind of see as I'm going along, I suppose. Obviously I've been kind of thinking the last day or so that ideally it'd be great for me to do sets of 20 when I do the challenge. Definitely of the push-ups. Don't know if I'll be able to do sets of 20 on the bars yet. I'll have to see as I go, but I'm quite confident I can get my push-ups into sets of 20. Obviously do them for the 1,000 repetitions. So I've got one more set now till I'm halfway through. It's going quite well actually. I can feel a nice pump in my upper body, so yeah, the sets of 20 going alright at the moment, to be honest. You know, as I say, I kind of these videos are showing hard work, hard graft, determination, dedication. You know, I've seen things on YouTube and on the internet where people have said, "Oh, I've done 1,000 press-ups a day for a month, or 1,000 squats a day for a month." But there's no footage of it. There's no actual recording of every repetition and that. So like I say, this is the real sort of thing. You know, I'm cutting no corners. Everything I do, you'll see. You know, it's 100% real. So nearly lost count. Nearly did a set of 10 there instead of 20. So yeah, you know, whatever you do in life, you'll kind of find people. You know, you meet people with big egos and everything, and you know, you kind of say they'll find out you can do something, and they'll kind of have to say they can do things better or they can do more, and you know, just kind of ignore them kind of people. Don't even acknowledge what they kind of say. Just kind of get on with your own thing, what you're doing. You know, all the progression is for you. It's for nobody else. It's for your positive state of mind, your positive feeling about your body. You know, it's all going to make your life a lot better. So, kind of, if people are commenting on you in a negative way, you know, obviously they're thinking about you in that kind of sense. So, you know, with all that kind of negativity, just kind of let it go and just get on with it, with what you're kind of doing. As I say, don't show off about things. Just do what you do and kind of get on with it, really. It's like, you know, obviously I understand that somebody kind of watching this video, even kind of the amount I'm doing now is kind of out to reach for quite a few people, but you know, it's only the same for me if I was going to do squats, because my legs, you know, my legs are really thin, and I've never really trained my legs for weights at all, to be honest, over the years. It's only the last couple of years I've only even started really doing squats and calf raises on them. So I really haven't trained them at all muscle wise. I've been obviously training them through cardio when I've been running or on the bike or skipping, and I do a lot of stretching on my legs. But for me to kind of say to you, I'm going to do 1,000 squats a day next year, that'd just be whoa. You know, I couldn't do it. It's just kind of an impossible target for me. So don't kind of, you know, look at me and think, oh, I can't do that much and get disheartened by it. You know, there's exercises 99% of you out there can probably do better than I can. I've no doubt about that at all. You know, if you do one thing or a couple of things, obviously for a certain amount of time you're going to get good at them. And as I say, for me, kind of, my upper body is something that I've worked for years, so I'm kind of, you know, used to all these repetitions and things. But me, as I say, my legs, you know, I definitely struggle to kind of, you know, I don't think I could actually do 1,000 squats a day, even after a year's kind of training. I just think that would be totally unreachable for me, and you know, I'm 90% sure if I did try and build up to that, I'd end up getting injured, because my legs just aren't used to that amount of work at all. You know, it's absolutely crucial. Any form of exercise, take your time. Don't rush into anything. Don't go off other people's expectations, you know. Don't kind of think, oh, I've got to lift this because they're watching me, or I've got to do it this quick because I'll look silly if I don't, you know. Don't kind of feel no pressure from anyone. You do it. Do it at your pace, what you're comfortable with. You know, and like I say, when I first started out years ago, I think I could probably do 5 push-ups. You know, whereas again, practice makes perfect, you know, and take your time and perfect the technique. You know, and you'll get there in the end. So me myself over the years, I've had sort of 3 injuries really, and you know, you kind of live and learn things obviously, and looking back now, I know them 3 injuries could have been prevented if I didn't rush into it. You know, the way I've kind of trained myself on my own. You know, I've never been injured doing push-ups, sit-ups, all my weight routines, on my multi-gym pull-up bars, everything. Never pulled a muscle, never felt a twinge, nothing. And that kind of goes to show, if you take your time, you know, don't rush it and take your time over a number of years, then, you know, you're definitely preventing kind of injuries happening. I mean, my first injury really was kind of, it was when I was actually training in a gym. I've been training on my own for a number of years, and you know, I kind of decided, well, I'll start going to the gym and incorporating a few more machines into my workouts and things, and you know, I was kind of in the gym and I started kind of lifting heavy weights, which I wasn't used to. I've never been a guy who's lifted heavy weights, to be honest. You know, it doesn't interest me at all. You'll see some of the workouts I'm going to show you over the coming months that the weights I use are really light, more repetition based, for endurance rather than strength. I kind of rushed into that, and I was alright. I mean, I've been training for probably 3 months doing a few heavier weights, but one particular session I just kind of tried to push out an extra rep when my body was kind of telling me don't, and you know, I kind of tried to push it and felt a kind of pop in my neck, and I think I sort of damaged a nerve in my neck, and you know, I went to him, I put a collar around my neck, and I couldn't move for a day or so, to be honest. But as I say, it was kind of my own fault in a way. I should have listened to my body telling me stop. You know, it wasn't my kind of ego, I don't think. I wasn't kind of trying to impress nobody else. I was just kind of testing myself in a way. But like I say, in hindsight, it just wasn't worth it, you know. Should have just dropped the weights and called it a day where I was. But so, you know, kind of say to you, listen to your body and what your mind tells you as well. And you know, there's always another day. As I say, just don't sort of strain yourself too much. And obviously them kind of injuries, you know, the heavier weights you lift, the more kind of prone to injury you're going to be. I mean, some of the strong men now, some of the injuries they have are absolutely horrendous, you know, and you kind of think, how the hell can they come back from it? And well, how can the body's recover enough to be able to pull them kind of weights again? So, you know, it's definitely, you've got to kind of think about your health as well. It's, you know, particularly as you're kind of getting a bit older and things. I mean, to be honest, at the moment, I haven't even got a kind of weight bench. You know, if I do train my chest, I'll kind of do my chest on the floor. You know, which I'll show you the workouts I do for my chest over the next couple of weeks. Again, using really light weights, and obviously if you're training to be strong, you know, if that's your goal, then go for it, you know. Obviously lift as heavy as you can. You know, if your goal is to be really big, eat as much as you can, and that's brilliant if you succeed at what you want to achieve. But if your goal isn't kind of strength, don't, like I say, don't kind of push your body to lift big weights if it doesn't really interest you, you know, just because everybody else is kind of doing it. Just kind of focus on what you want, the path you want to go down, and like I say, train to what you want to do. So I'm kind of doing, obviously, I've done the same amount of repetitions over me. This is my third push-up exercise workout. I've done the same total number of repetitions on each one, 400 in total, but obviously I've changed the number of reps in each set. So I think I've done it 8, done a 10, and I've done a 20. So just kind of getting my body used to the same numbers but in a different format. Obviously longer and shorter repetitions, and kind of seeing how my body reacts to that. And you know, hopefully maybe kind of pick a number now and kind of stick to that each set now. As I say, it's kind of important to take your time and that. I mean, I could probably do, you know, I've kind of no doubts I could probably come in next week and do 1,000 push-ups, you know, quite comfortably, but taking that massive leap from 400 up to 1,000 is just kind of pointless. You know, it says a target, a lovely target I want to reach. That's my goal, but I'm not rushing to get there, you know. I'm going to build it up slowly. You know, if it takes me till September, October time, it takes me that long, you know, I don't mind. I kind of want to keep my body strong and fit and no injuries, so I'm not going to jump from 4 all the way up to 1,000, you know. I'll gradually kind of raise it up each month, and you know, as I say, hopefully by kind of September I'll be up to that kind of 1,000 repetition mark at least once or twice a week. So there we go, guys, that's the 20 sets done.
So that's 400 in total. Probably about 25 minutes there, roughly, I would say. So kind of on par with my others. You know, and it is, you know, it's hard for people, obviously, kind of fitting exercise in around certain lifestyles and that. You know, if you've got families, you've got work, you've got kind of take your kids clubs, you've got shopping to do, and just, you know, a general kind of lifestyle. It's hard to fit it in, but I kind of think, like me showing you on these workouts as well, now I'm kind of doing 20-25 minutes actual training, and getting out 400 press ups, or say 250 pulls on the bar. So, you know, say if I kind of did it for an hour doing something else after, you can get a really good workout in a short space of time. You know, don't kind of think, oh, I've got to be training for 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours a day. You haven't. I mean, if you do half an hour, it's better than nothing. You know, so don't kind of get into that mindset where you've got to spend hours and hours. If you can only spare half an hour a day, even 20 minutes a day, you know, you can get a good quick workout in, get your muscles pumped, and definitely feel the benefits from it. You know, I think even doing that, you know, the next day you'd feel a lot happier just doing that than if you didn't do anything. So don't let time kind of stop you from doing it. You know, just crack on with it, and whatever time you've got, put the most into it, and you'll see the rewards the day after. So thanks for watching, guys, again. Look forward to seeing you soon, and keep spreading the word, and, you know, telling friends and family. Really appreciate it. Take care, guys.